You're good? Let's call the Commissioners' meeting to order at 10 o'clock. All those able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, do we have any public comment here for items not appearing on today's agenda? Oh, we do have someone in the back. Come on up to the podium and mention your name and where you reside, and you've got 3 minutes.
Hi everyone, my name is Oyinda Molasani. I am a student at Penn State and I currently serve as the Vice President of the African Student Association. So today I'm going to be speaking to you all I'm going to be giving a pitch deck on the Touch of Africa event we have for 2026.
Okay.
To give a brief summary about the event, it's a cultural showcase presented by the Penn State African Student Association, where we celebrate African music, art, fashion through live experiences and connect the African diaspora with the broader Penn State. In past editions, we've been able to have internationally recognized artists, and for the 2026 edition, we envision to expand this event and host a globally recognized artist to be announced. Our pitch deck shows our vision, our impact, and our funding strategy to raise $100,000 in support of the event. Our vision for this event is essentially Touch of Africa celebrates African culture, music, art, fashion, food, etc. And by highlighting African heritage, it helps the African diaspora reconnect with their roots by sharing these traditions with other people in the broader community. Our audience, usually for TOA last year, we had about 400 people in attendance, and for this year, we plan to exceed that number. The audience is consisted of primarily African and Black diaspora, including students, young professionals, and also other students from Penn State from a very diverse background. And an increased investment in this event would attract more attendees from neighboring cities and also Penn State Commonwealth campuses. For our marketing strategies, we plan on using digital marketing, so we already have a pretty high following on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and we also plan on inviting other ASAs within the Penn State Commonwealth campuses. We also plan on having regional outreach because a lot of the times we've been able to bring people in from Philadelphia, the DMV area, Pittsburgh, New York. And we also plan on our artist announcement driving bus for the event to invite more people into the event. In the past, we've collaborated and partnered with different multinational brands from Eric Airlines to UPAC, Rock Ethics Institute, and Ateo. Benefits for Central County partnering with us would allow cultural education, strengthening community engagement, and invest in student leadership while also bringing economic and social benefits to the local area. Our target for this event is $150,000, and this is going to go towards the artists, lighting, sounds, decoration, venue rental, and food. And right now, we've been able to raise $50,000, and our next step is to raise the rest of the $100,000, which we hope to get from grants, donations, sponsorships, and products for raffle. Our timeline. Right now, we are in the stage of fundraising, and we hope to soon put in the deposit for our artists, and also have release our sponsors and start releasing tickets to start sales. And yeah, that's basically a nice highlight of the event. And this is also a formal invitation to the Touch of Africa event, which will be on April 26th. And this will be a perfect opportunity to learn about African culture, and meet other people from diverse backgrounds. Thank you.
So April 26th, what time? Window?
6 p.m.
Starts
sorry.
at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And what location?
It will be at Alumni Hall.
Alumni Hall. Okay.
Yeah.
So
In Penn State.
Touch of Africa event on April 26th at 6 p.m. in Alumni Hall
Yes.
at the Hub on
Yes.
campus.
Yes.
Great, thanks. Any questions from the board on this event?
Yeah, would you be able to email us information about the event?
Of course.
So it's boc@centercountypa.gov.
Okay.
I heard you mention food.
BOC.
What do we have in mind? Is there going to be a formal meal, or will it be
So
just
we usually have
craft vendors, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have vendors, and we bring in our food from mostly the DMV area, which has more African caterers and vendors. So we have food from different African countries, from jollof rice, if you know what that is. We have fried plantains. We usually have some achake, just foods from different countries to allow people to try new foods that they haven't tried, and also to give people a taste of home.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this will be on the 26th.
Yes.
Do you have a projected start date, time-wise?
Sorry?
I thought you said 6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
6 p.m.,
Okay,
yeah.
so 6 p.m. in the evening.
Yes.
And it'll end probably 9, 10 o'clock? or
Yeah.
there. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Sounds great.
Sorry, I
Thank
didn't
you.
get the email. Do you mind?
Oh, sorry, it's BOC.
Okay.
So this Board of Commissioners, BOC@centercountypa.gov. And Center County, PA is all one word, Center County, PA.
Center with the British spelling.
Yes,
C-E-N-T-R-E.
CENTR.
C-E-N-T-R-E. Okay.
Sort of think
Any
it's
other
Central Pennsylvania
questions?
spelling.
Yes, they're the Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks.
Yeah,
much.
thanks for the
Any
invitation.
questions from the press on this one, Jake? No? Okay. All right, well, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
for
Thank
coming.
you.
Appreciate the
Yeah,
announcement.
thank you.
All right, do we have any additions to the agenda from the board? No? Okay. Moving on to the meeting minutes, if they're good, we'll take a motion.
I'll move that we approve the minutes from the meeting held February 10th.
I will second that.
A motion and a second to approve the minutes from the meeting held on February 10th. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Now our proclamation for today, Proclamation 7, is proclaiming February 17th, which we have nailed this time. We have a one chance in 7 of doing that, as Lunar New Year in Center County. And we have Vicky and Thelini, and was Nalini able to make it, or? Okay, all right. So if you'd come to the side table here to talk about the events here in Center County. I believe it's kind of broader now, it's more of an Asian New Year theme, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming, and please give us the background on the event and the history.
Yes, good morning. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm a 50-year resident of State College Borough. I'm also a founding member of the Pan-APITA Circle of Center County. APITA stands for Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Community, South Asian Community. We are a community group created in 2021 to elevate the APITA experiences locally, celebrate the APITA culture, and to stand up to anti-Asian hate. Given this current climate, your Lunar New Year proclamation is even more important. This holiday, primarily celebrated by Eastern Asian and Southeast Asians, celebrates the diverse realities, experiences, and celebrations of our entire Center County families. It shows that every APITA resident, that they matter, and that all our rich and diverse traditions are part of all American stories. It provides a much-needed feeling of acceptance of the Lunar New Year celebration as American tradition. Center County Commissioners helped launch these proclamations a few years ago, and now they are widespread. Thank you so much. Each year, we are seeing more community events celebrating the APITA culture, stories, and voices. Recently, the Penn State School of Music hosted an amazing concert on campus. The SCLO Center Region Library is exhibiting paintings by local artist Kim Tae-hee. And coming in May, Bellefonte Art Museum, who has been an important partner, will host a series of artworks by Korean-American artist Taylor Moon Costagiri. The works explore multicultural identity and the immigrant experience. Now next, I'll turn it over to Thalini Rupasinghe, and thank you.
Thanks, Vicki.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vicky. And thank you very much, Board of Commissioners, for this proclamation, which means a lot to all of us as Asian community here. So my name is Thalini Rupasinghe. I'm a active member of the Pan-APITA Circle, and I also serve as a community success and belonging specialist at Penn State. And so today, Today, 2 billion individuals around the world celebrate Lunar New Year. And this year's symbol is the year of the horse, which symbolizes the qualities such as energy, perseverance, freedom, and forward momentum, which are things that we really need in the current world. So, and like I said, there are 2 billion people celebrating this, and yet few realizes that this number includes more than 20 million Asian Americans and Asians here in the United States who are celebrating this. And these have been, some of them are immigrants, some of them have been in the United States, and they are like 8th or 10th generation Americans. So, and Lunar New Year is not only an international celebration. So acceptance like this reminds us this is not just an international celebration, but it has a deep and long-standing roots within the American story as well. So, I will talk a little bit about the horse year. So the spirit of the horse calls us to keep moving forward with determination, to rise after challenges, and to meet uncertainty with steady hearts. Its energy and perseverance connects powerfully with this year's theme of hard work, bravery, and resilience. So as Vicky mentioned, your Lunar New Year proclamation is very meaningful, especially in the current climate. Our Asian and Asian American community within the Center County enrich the county through scholarship, creativity, cultural heritage, service, and leadership, always with dedication. So today's proclamation recognizes that these contributions strengthen the very fabric of who we are as a community. So thank you very much for this recognition, and may this New Year of the horse bring strength, vitality, prosperity, and peace to every household across our county. Happy Lunar New Year to you all.
Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you, Thalini. Do you have something else?
Yes, there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you all. We have the Asian Pacific Islander Daisy American Spring Festival happening on the 18th of April from 12 to 5 at MLK Plaza. This is a celebration of the wide Asian culture with the Center County members, with food, performance, music, everything. So we invite you all to be a part of that wonderful festival. Thank you.
So you mentioned that was April 18th.
Yeah,
Which I
from
think is
12
a Saturday.
Yes.
So cross our fingers that the weather will be good. Sometimes it is, sometimes April's not necessarily cooperative. And you said it's basically the whole afternoon, noon to 5,
It's 12 to
at the MLK Plaza. I'm assuming there's going to be food and dancing and
Yes.
music and all different sorts of things.
There's going to be a lot of different performances from like artists from
Yeah.
different countries in Asia,
All right.
including Sri Lanka, India. We have some people from like dragon dancers from
Yeah.
China and Korea. So there will be a lot of different performance as well as food.
Great, great. Well, we thank you very much for coming. We know Asian Pacific Americans are one of the largest communities in Center County. Lots of different people contributing to the community from an entrepreneurship standpoint, scholarship, working at Penn State, being very active in the community. And some quick research I did yesterday, I think one of the Asian communities even has a specific name for this particular year of the horse. I think it's the fire horse. So I kind of like that visual for that, a horse with the flames sort of coming off the legs. So thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. And Commissioner Concepcion.
Yeah, thanks for coming. The APITA Festival in April has been such a fun event in the past. I've enjoyed going to that. And it's just, a joy to be able to wish your whole community a happy Lunar New Year. And, we really appreciate so much that the Asian American and Desi American communities contribute to Center County and have over many, many decades, really. So, yeah, thank you.
Commissioner Dershowitz.
Well, no, thank you for coming in. The Year of the Horse. So I just have to, I was wondering this. It's almost like a calendar where every year it's cyclical. What animal gets chosen? Is that
Yes,
my understanding?
there's using the Chinese zodiac, there's 12 animal signs, and they follow in a certain order.
Okay.
So the horse is the 7th
Okay.
of the 12 animals, and they all represent. So the year of the snake ended on the 16th, and then
Okay.
the horse starts today, and the celebration goes for 10 days. And every animal has positive traits and challenging traits. And
Don't
it's
we all?
always- And everyone looks for prosperity. In fact, New Year's, you're only supposed to, wear new clothes, think positive thoughts, enjoy your family, celebrate, eat foods with meaning, oranges because they look like gold, noodles for longevity, rice for prosperity, and fish and chicken because if you're plentiful, that means you have plenty to eat. So it's a fun firecrackers to scare away bad spirits and lots of red envelope gifts, which is usually cash. Cash travels well. And in fact, I was Venmoing my daughter because I didn't trust mailing it. So I've done
Does
it
that
by-
count?
Yes, it does. Because I
Use
said
red
it,
letters or something.
yeah, well, I made sure it arrived in her, instead of mailbox, I said,
Yeah.
okay, you're getting it by Venmo, so I'm very high tech now.
Yeah.
So, with the little characters and it's a way to start the year and people come together, so.
It's pretty exciting that we actually hit the day.
Yes.
And it's also Fat Tuesday, so there's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
there's a lot
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on for.
Got to get some
For today.
punchkis.
So
Yeah,
there we
so-
go,
Yeah.
even more food,
Yeah,
yes.
there you go. Well, it's all great. Well, thank you for coming in.
Yes.
'Cause,
Yes, thank you.
sharing a little bit of your cultural thoughts with us, and hopefully it reaches out across the county.
Right.
And everybody has a positive day.
And I remembered your question from last year, so in the Chinese calendar, it's 4724. But who's
Oh,
counting, right?
Who's counting?
4724. All right. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Thanks again. Any questions from the press on this one? No? All right, well, we very much appreciate you coming, and let's do the proclamation motion, and then JJ will get us some pictures.
I will move that we adopt Proclamation 7 of 2026, proclaiming February 17th, 2026 as Lunar New Year in Center County.
The Year of the Horse, and I second
Yes.
it.
We have a motion and a second to adopt Proclamation 7, proclaiming February 17th as Lunar New Year in Center County. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Let's get everything rearranged. JJ will get the pictures. Step on this side real fine. Bellini will get the other side real fine. There you go.
No, come closer to me, right? You're good?
You. Tiny bit back toward Bill.
Just so all of y'all are between the two flags.
Oh, okay.
Are we good now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Good catch, Giselle.
No. On three, everybody give me your best nay.
Nay.
On three, everybody say horse. 1, 2, 3.
Horse.
Thank y'all.
Pleasure.
They've found some, it's all good situations where.
I guess I get the close-up.
You got the close-up. All right.
I'll smile.
Okay. All right. So now we will move on to contracts, and Ryan's got the first one with the software vendor.
Good morning. I'm here for the approval for a contract addendum. Our current our current software management services that we utilize for adult probation services entered into a new partnership, and in doing so, they have a new name called GovAI. And in doing so, they sent out a new contract. The terms and conditions and the costs are exactly the same. It's just they, like I said, entered into that new partnership and changed the name of their company. So,
All right, so yet another acquisition of yet another county software vendor.
yeah.
All right, get used to it. Commissioner Concepcion, anything? And Commissioner Dershowitz.
Actually, I have one.
Okay.
How your caseload? How has the trend been over the last, say, 5 years? Is it heavier, lighter? How do we?
It's dropped a little bit because of probation reform, which requires early termination. So it has dropped a little bit, but I would say that the high-risk cases have probably increased. So the time allotment for each case is probably about the same. It's a balancing act. We've lost cases, but high risk, high need cases, we've probably seen a higher increase in those.
And how many? I know the answer to this if I thought about it. How many parole agents do you have, or probation agents do you have?
22.
22.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say
including adult and juvenile.
I was at 20, so
Okay,
I couldn't.
we averaged it.
Thank
Yep.
you.
All right, great. Well, thanks again for coming, and I think we can give you approval.
Then I'll move that we approve the contract addendum with GovAI Software Solutions LLC.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the contract addendum with GovAI Software Solutions. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks for coming, Ryan.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks. And now Jonathan is here to talk about heat pumps, but I hear we just had another one fail.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. I was going to ask for 12 heat pumps. Now I would like to amend this to ask for 13. We recently had another one that lost a compressor. It is an R22 unit, so the cost to replace just that compressor is more than the cost of a brand-new unit. So the amended cost is $50,985, and that is a CoStar's purchase from H&H Sales Associates to replace the water source heat pumps within this building. With these 13 units, it will leave approximately 30 that are R22 that over the next few years we hope to phase out as well.
So from an
You wanna
adjustment,
amend
from an adjustment standpoint, it's a CoStar's price, it's an emergency situation, and it's de minimis. So, yeah, I would take a motion to amend the
To
number.
amend the agenda.
I will
Yep.
move that we amend the action item on the agenda to include 13 water source heat pumps at a cost of $50,985.
I will second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to amend the capital project item B for the CoStar's contract for the water source heat pumps, purchasing 13 instead of 12. All those in favor of the amendment do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, Opposed, nay. So the amendment is in place, and now I believe we can vote on the amendment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'll move that we add this CoStar's contract with H&H Sales Associates to next week's consent agenda.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second to add the amended CoStar's contract with H&H Sales Associates to next week's consent agenda. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
One thing
Yeah.
before he leaves.
Yes.
How many more of these heat pumps do we have in our system, if you will?
Across the county or
That
within
need-
the Willowbank building?
Well, I'm just saying, the ones that may require some attention.
Countywide, approximately 100.
Would it make sense for us to consider on a future agenda the purchase of a couple of these just to sit on until we need them?
The concern I would have is each unit is designed differently. Some have left horizontal flows, some have right. So each unit is built specific for its placement, as well as voltages are different, tonnages are different.
Okay.
The lead time's not terrible on these, it's about 8 weeks. So if a unit would fail, we do have portable units that we could put in its place to compensate until we get the actual unit.
Okay.
If we were to purchase just standby units, we would have to do a lot of ductwork changes that could be very invasive on the staff members. And
Right.
it could just cause a lot more manpower issues.
So there are different tonnages and different flow directions?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you for answering.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good question.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, now for 911 emergency communications, we have Ramey with a contract approval with a local company.
Yes. Good morning. I'm asking for consideration of approval of a contract renewal with Center Communications to provide routine and emergency maintenance service on Center County's IP microwave equipment. This equipment is used to provide connectivity to our P25 radio, emergency paging, and tower site cameras. The total for the contract would be $206,836, and the period would run from January 1st of 2026 to December 31st of 2026.
Great, thanks for covering that, Ramey. It is a 3-year contract.
Yes.
The dollar figure is pretty noticeable, but this is part of the $20+ million of infrastructure that the county has put in place so that the emergency radios will operate on soon to be almost 99% of Center County geography, which is substantially higher than most other counties in our region. Any questions, Commissioner Simpson? Commissioner Dershowitz?
I'll move to add the 911 emergency communication items to next week's consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to add the 911 emergency communication items 1 and 2 to next week's consent agenda. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks,
Thank you.
Ramey, and please thank Center Communications for us. They've been a great supplier.
Will do. Thank you.
All right. Now, moving on to a totally independent organization that still has a little bit of affiliation with Center County. We have Mimi and Amy. Do you want to be at the side table here?
Does it work-
So we
that
get,
works better for you?
It
Okay.
works better for the viewers on CNET anyway.
They're not totally independent because we appoint their board.
Well, that's what I say. They're kind of independent and kind of not.
We are kind of not.
Yeah.
We're very happy to have that arrangement.
Yeah.
Good morning, my name is Mimi Cooper. I'm the recycling coordinator for Center County Recycling and Refuse Authority. I'm joined by Amy Scherf, who's our education coordinator, and most of you probably are aware she's the voice and the face of CCRA. I'm very happy to have her with you. As you know, the county does maintain a pass-through agreement with the authority for all municipal solid waste duties for the county. And in order for us to apply for this Vital DEP municipal recycling grants, we have applied and recently been awarded a 901B, which is for household hazardous waste education. This grant will provide $75,000 in funding over the course of 2 years. The match funds will be provided by the authority. Primarily, Amy's wages and benefits will go towards that match. Because these grants are now being processed through DCED, I believe that Commissioner Higgins and Mr. Franek have both received an email requesting their signatures to approve this grant contract. So I'm here respectfully to ask that be they've signed and executed before the February 24th deadline. And to that, Amy's going to let you a little bit what the reach is on this education program through our different events and permanent collections.
Yeah, so hi, thanks for having us in. I know I come here every April to talk about our household hazardous waste collection, but usually I talk about what we take, what we don't. Today, just giving you the numbers. So last year, we had close to 900 people come through. It's free for them. They brought in 19 tons of hazardous waste from their house. And we also had the weekend after a tire collection event where we had almost 150 people and we collected 1,600 tires. So these funds definitely help the community to, rid their houses of the really bad stuff. And thank you for your assistance in that.
And as I said, Amy is the voice and the face, so leading up to this grant will allow her to do a large ad campaign, radio, social media, television. There should be nobody in Center County that isn't aware of what we can do for them to keep our community safe.
Well, thanks so much for coming. I know a few years ago, I was one of the people who were
Yes.
recycling some old tires off my mother's car after she passed away. Didn't really need the tires anymore. We also appreciate the 900 Center County citizens who bring the hazardous waste instead of trying to flush it down a toilet or, burying it in the backyard or something. Thanks again to the citizens of Center County for protecting the environment and doing it in such a way that it's free to them. You need an appointment though, right?
It's nice if you have an appointment because it makes the traffic flow.
But we will not turn anyone away. We
Okay.
certainly don't want those things in our watershed. So if you don't get a chance to make an appointment or you forget and you wake up that Saturday morning, please come.
All right. Commissioner Concepcion?
All right, so is this the first year of this grant, or is this an annual?
This is the first year of this grant
Okay,
round.
so
it'll
you'll be
for
able to do more-
2026 and
Yeah.
2027 expenditures.
Okay, so you'll be able to do more outreach this year
Yes.
than usual. Great.
Great. Commissioner Dershowitz?
What's your most popular thing that people get rid of on recycling weekend?
You
I know
wouldn't
I ha-
believe the miles of fluorescent tubes that still exist in this county.
Really?
Yes, I
And we do see a wide variety because we live in this very diverse with the university
Yeah.
and all the science labs that are around and the agricultural community.
Yeah.
The chemicals that we see are very vastly different. In the contracted, MXI, our contracted unit, they come in and they even preview their people. You'll see things here you don't see anywhere else.
Yes.
So.
Okay,
Okay.
Great.
interesting.
Well, thanks for doing that for the county and keeping our watershed in much better shape.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Then I'll move that we accept the grant funds for the Department of Environmental Protection 901B Municipal Waste Planning Grant.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the grant funds for the Department of Environmental Protection 901B Municipal Waste Planning Grant. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay.
Good stuff.
Motion carries. Great, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you very
coming.
much.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Be back.
April will be here before we know it.
Yes,
We've got all
right.
those events done.
They're April Fool.
And talking about impactful grants, we have Leslie here from CEDACOG to talk about our agreement for the Eagle Creek Sewer Project. And same thing, maybe if you go to one of the side microphones, get a better angle for the people at home. And thanks again for your help on that project. The commissioners really wanted to get that grant, and we eventually did.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So good morning, Commissioners. So there actually are a few items, Community Development Block Grant related on the agenda this morning. But the first, as you mentioned, is the Professional Administrative Services Agreement with CEDACOG to administer the federal fiscal year 2024 competitive CDBG grant. That was funding for, or really securing all the funding now that we needed for the Eagle Creek Sewer Project. Administrative services include grant application preparation, project development, project management, and of course, all the state and federal reporting requirements for a fee not to exceed $82,973. Any questions about Eagle Creek Project? I know I was here at the end of November
Yes.
to share the good news that we officially received the award notice. As far as where we are in the process right now, we are just finalizing some contracts and agreements, lots of paperwork, as you can imagine. And then once we have all of those formal things in place, CEDACOG will begin the environmental review.
Yes.
Yes.
And that kept, Ray, was it 33 homes? I'm trying to remember the exact number. that's it, yes. Yeah, 30, that kept 33 homes in the Bald Eagle Valley affordable for a low to moderate income community because the cost of either putting in a new sewage treatment plant or digging the, I think it's, what, pushing a mile long water and sewer line.
2,800 feet. So.
It's only 800 feet.
2,800.
28, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just over a half a mile.
Yeah.
Would have been well beyond the ability of those 33 families
Right.
to afford. Commissioner Concepcion?
Yeah, thanks for all your work on this. This was a really big accomplishment to get this grant.
Thank you.
Well, first, thank you. We've been working on this for I don't know how long. It seems
Before my
like
time,
years.
yes.
Yes. But that being said, one of the questions I have is, obviously you have a 2,800-foot line that you're putting in. Will other folks be able to tap into that line as time goes on to provide service to other folks that may need it along
That's
the
a
way?
very good question, and I'm not sure about that. So
Just curious,
that's
because
a good.
I'm thinking if you're
Yeah.
building something 2,800 feet long, that it might have other, might be a resource for other folks who
Yeah.
require
Something
service.
to look into for sure. I will find out for you.
All right, just curious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great, and if you could cover the next two items, and
Yes.
then we'll do a motion to approve all three.
Yes, so as you know, DCED requires CDBG grantees to readopt master file documents every 5 years or when there is a change to the Board of Commissioners. So the first of two documents is the Program Income Reutilization Plan, which was last updated in July of '21. This plan directs how Center County manages income generated from CDBG-funded activities. Income exceeding $35,000 annually is classified as program income and must be used for eligible CDBG projects before drawing additional federal funds. The plan outlines procedures for tracking, reporting, and utilizing both program and miscellaneous income, including rules for interest earnings and administrative costs. It ensures compliance with federal guidelines and promotes transparent fiscal management. And then the second is the business integrity policy, also last updated July 21. This policy outlines Center County's commitment to ethical conduct in administering CDBG funds. It prohibits such actions as offering or accepting gratuities, influencing state employees unethically, and disclosing confidential information without authorization. The policy also defines key terms like confidential information, financial interests, and gratuity, and mandates reporting any suspected ethical breaches to the appropriate authorities. Any questions on those documents?
Sounds serious.
Yes.
It does sound
Yeah.
Yes, we very much appreciate the governor and the state legislators and the federal assistance for the project, but we didn't give anybody a gratuity, so.
We'll give you kudos, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
thank you,
did,
I appreciate
yes.
that.
Yes.
You can give me all the kudos.
All right, and thanks again to Ray and his team in planning for all their assistance with this as well.
Yes. Thank you.
Unless there's any other questions, I'm sure we'd be happy to make a motion to kick off the Eagle Creek Sewer Project
All
paperwork.
right. Then I will be glad to make a motion that we approve the planning and community development items 1 through 3.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the three planning and community development items. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay, motion carries.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
Leslie.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks.
that. Good work.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. And now John has an item related to the Center Care purchase of the parcel.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Before you for consideration is retroactive approval of addendum number 3 with Center Care. This is due to some right-of-way language in the agreement that needed to be drafted, and so the solicitors need a little bit of extra time to hammer out those long-term access contingencies.
We do appreciate College Township for working with us and Center Care for being very patient. Any questions from the commissioners on this one?
Okay. Then I'll move that we approve addendum number 3 with Center Care, Inc.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve addendum number 3 with Center Care, Inc. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries, and Julia is all ready to go with an item for Eagle Ridge Personal Care Home.
Good morning. So I'm asking you to approve the contract renewal with Eagle Ridge Personal Care Home LLC to provide mental health services, including community residential. We currently have 2 individuals in the enhanced residential services through our mental health department. So this would fund their stay.
Great, thanks for covering that, Julia. And the Eagle Ridge group has been tremendous to work with, and I know in this case, not to get any details too deeply, but we're ending up providing better care for these citizens at potentially a little less money than some of the other programs that were out there.
Yeah, they've been really great to work with, and in fact, one of these individuals was somebody that we were able to place there through the state hospital, from the state hospital. So, you know, they have been really great in working side by side to tailor programming and tailor, you know, the beds just for our individuals, and we really appreciate that partnership.
Yes. Commissioner Concepcion, any questions?
Thank you.
Commissioner Dershowitz?
The STEM family have been absolutely wonderful to work with over the years.
Yeah.
Appreciate that partnership, so.
Absolutely.
I'll move we add the contract with Eagle Ridge Personal Care Home LLC to next week's consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to add the contract with Eagle Ridge Personal Care Home LLC to next week's consent agenda. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Great. Thanks,
Thank you.
Julia.
Thank you.
Got a pretty short consent agenda.
Yep, I'll move we approve this week's consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this week's consent agenda. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, we do have a check.
I have the check run, yep. The checks I'd like to point out on this week's check run are to a number of childcare centers in our community. We are always looking for foster parents to help with the care of children who are in county custody. And if you are interested in being a foster parent, it's important to know that the county does cover childcare costs associated with, you know, the children who are in county custody in our foster care system. And with that, I would move that we approve the check run dated February 13th.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the check run dated February 13th. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. And again, no administrators report, John?
Actually, something brief to report. Over the last couple days, while the county was closed, there was a roof drain that froze under the ground, backed up, and flooded the conservation office.
Oh.
So the facilities crew, Jonathan and his team, were in the building over the weekend and yesterday over the holiday, and have the office back to operating order. But they did reach out to me for an emergency authorization to purchase some materials at Home Depot. So I will be coming to you for ratification of those expenditures soon.
All right, well, we very much appreciate facilities jumping on that right away, and hopefully the damage to their offices weren't too bad. But with extreme as the weather's been recently, I understand why something like this might happen.
Yeah. So more to come.
Okay. And then you do have a letter of support request.
Before you for consideration is approval of a letter of support for College Township in their pursuit of a grant application to PennDOT for their multimodal transportation fund to help with infrastructure improvements. These are to occur in the Shiloh Road corridor, which is kind of a regional corridor area. It will be implement a series of coordinated roadway, safety, and multimodal improvements along the Shiloh Road corridor, including intersection upgrades, traffic control improvements, and access enhancements.
It's a very busy section of road there, so.
And about to become a whole lot busier. We've got some level of affordable dwelling units out that way, and I think College Township, with their new zoning, has plans for even more units that are affordable along the Shiloh Road. So I'm certainly supportive of it. Any comments, Commissioner Dershowitz? No. Okay.
I'll move that we approve the letter of support for College Township.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the letter of support for College Township. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, and we do have 4 appointments to our authorities, boards, and commissions. To the MHIDEI Advisory Board, we have Ash, is it?
Idrisi?
Idrisi, okay. Jennifer Butterworth and Carrie Comley, and it appears, thank goodness, they all have the same appointment term, February 17th of 2026 to February 16th of 2029, and we appreciate all three of them agreeing to serve on the board, very important board, and I believe they all have very solid qualifications. And then for our planning committee, Lisa Ford has agreed to be appointed from February 17th of 26 to December 31st of 2026, I believe, filling out and expire as somebody who resigned. But hopefully she'll like it, and hopefully maybe we can reappoint her in the upcoming year. Unless there's any questions, we'll take a motion to approve the ABC appointments.
I'll move that we approve the ABC appointments.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the ABC appointments. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. And now the voter registration
Yep.
report, which looks like you got one.
Got it. So we have on our voter registration report today in Center County, 102,046 total voters registered. That's down 21 from last week. Of those, we have 41,398 Democratic registrations, 160 Green Party, 565 Libertarian, 15,941 with no affiliation, and 41,985 Republican registrations. All of the others comprise 1,997 of the very small minor parties, bringing us to that total of 102,046. Our precinct of the week this week is State College West 2. There are 862 registered voters in this precinct. They had a voter turnout of 62% in the November election. They vote at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church at 208 West Foster Ave, State College, as do a couple of other precincts also vote in the same church, at some of them using different entrances. And we'd really like to thank St. Andrew's Episcopal Church for hosting such busy polling places. So that's the voter
Yes.
report.
Yes, definitely appreciate St. Andrews, and we paid them back a little bit with our support for their letter from last week.
Appreciate that, yeah.
Let's see, thank you, Commissioner Concepcion, for announcements. The America 250 event will be held on this upcoming Monday, February 23rd at noon at Lambert Hall in Bellefonte. So it'll be indoors, regardless of the weather, which I should think would be about average for the year at this point. And plenty of parking, and if you can, reserve beforehand, but again, if you want, just show up, and I'm sure we'd be happy to have you. Any executive sessions to report or hold, John?
None to hold. There is one to report. On February 11th, the board met in executive session from 10:36 a.m. to 11:04 a.m. to discuss personnel matters.
Great, thanks, John. And for our public meeting schedule, Thursday, we have the combined Board of Commissioners and Salary Board meeting at 10 o'clock. And then also on Thursday, the 19th, we have the Board of Elections, but we're moving those meetings now to the Community Services Building in the cafe on the, what would you call it, John, kind of the mid-level of the building,
Yeah.
at the front entrance. Whereas the Elections Department is on the lower level at the back entrance. And then Tuesday, February 24th, Board of Commissioners at 10. Well, we do have a press representative in the room. Any questions?
Not for me today.
Okay.
Great.
All right, well, unless there's anything else, I think we could adjourn at 10:49.
All right, I'll move that we adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second to adjourn at 10:49. All those in favor do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Motion carries. And thanks, everyone.